Alright guys, welcome back to another Operaomnia video where we're going to be talking about Sazh, his rework, his small rework, his LD with his LD ability, and why I feel like people are a little bit too quick to judge on Sazh, because when you really think about it and when you think about where we stand in JP with all the characters that we have, all the characters that you can actually team up with Sazh, he could be a big benefit to a lot of potential team comps, but we're going to talk about all that in this video. Also, I do want to mention that since the showcase was 50 seconds, right, I think that since Sazh was not doing great damage, because I at this point a lot of people do expect a big amount of damage whenever a character gets a new LD ability. Well, sometimes, that's not the case. Sometimes some characters, they might not do the greatest of damage, nothing too crazy, but like if they have something else to back it up, like let's say the LD buff that Sazh is giving, which we'll talk about, and the buffs that he gives to the party, and just like the whole bunch of stuff that he does, I feel like that does cover up what Sazh is not doing. Because look, you can't have it all in one character. You can't have somebody with the most busted support or the most busted ores or busted buffs and have also the most busted damage at the same time. Like, it's not happening. I don't think Square Enix is gonna like immediately just jump the gun and be like, all right, we're gonna release a broken character, and then they're not going to be pulling for anything else for the next couple of months until we release another broken character. So I don't really think that those showcases that they release on Twitter, I don't really think they show the true potential of what Sazh does. And that's why when I did my reaction last night, I was like, okay, there's got to be more to this, because he's not doing a crap ton of damage. So there has to be something else. There has to be something with his ores, with his buffs. Something is going on with Sazh, and now that we have the details, it explains a whole lot more. So you guys already know, like the video, subscribe, help the channel grow, and either before or after, which I would recommend after, you hear me out as to why I think Sazh is a good character with his LD now. Let me know how you guys feel about him after, be honest. Constructive criticism is always the best thing to read, especially in my comment section, because I always like hearing opinions from both sides. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into it. So Sazh's rework real quick. His crystal level 55 awakening, which is his aim extend. Whenever you use aim or aim plus, the enemy gets a 6-turn debuff of a 20% attack down and a 20% defense down to all targets. When he is using aim, before his brave attack, he recovers brave to himself based on 20% of his own max brave. When you are using aim plus, he increases brave recovered based on max brave before the first HP attack by 20% up to 40%. He deals HP attacks afterwards, recovers brave to himself based on 20% of the HP damage dealt, and then follows up with a 6-hit range brave plus HP attack, and after the last HP attack, he recovers brave to the party based on 20% of the total HP damage dealt. His crystal level 60 awakening, the attack boost extend. When you are using attack boost, increases brave hits after use to 4, and it now becomes a 4-hit range brave plus HP attack, and he recovers brave to himself based on 20% of the HP damage dealt. Now his LD ability, which is the Spark Shower, with a max usage of 4. It is a 1-hit AoE range brave plus single target HP attack dealt 7 times. When against a single target, increase brave damage dealt by 60%, nothing new. Allows for 150% stolen brave, max brave overflow. Before the last HP attack, he recovers brave to himself based on 20% of the HP damage dealt. Will not consume ability usage, so he does get a free ability use whenever his turn comes back again. He grants a 12-turn framed buff called Aggression to himself. Now, this Aggression buff is actually a party-wide, aura, or basically the effects are party-wide. So the party receives a 20% attack up, a 20% stolen brave overflow up, a 10% brave gained from brave damage up, or it could be 30% whenever you break a target or attack a broken target. A 10% HP damage delta, or a 30% when breaking a target or attacking a broken target. Now think about that. Think about some of the characters that we got going on. Immediately, as soon as I read that, I immediately thought about Vayne. Because Vayne, with his constant breaking, with how he works in general, and with the, he always has that turn control, especially when we have the plus versions of his skill. You guys already know he is going to be constantly breaking over and over and over. And guess what? That means that he is going to be getting that 30% extra bonus. You also have Lightning with her EX ability or with her LD ability. You have a bunch of other characters that have the ability to break a target, or even if they don't break a target, you can still take advantage of that if the target is broken. Also, another character that you can take advantage of is Sazh, once again, with his BT effect, making it so that the enemy will always have only one Brave. Bam, easy breakage. That means you get that 30% up for Brave damage up and HP damage delta. So, there's a lot of team comps that you can actually bring Sazh in to make it so that he will provide those strong auras from this aggression buff. Think another perfect example, which I'm probably going to consider using in the Lufenia Plus fight that got released with his LD, is going to be Sephiroth, Yida, and Sazh. And if you guys remember the showcase that I did with Yida and how I did hit her like the Yida cheese, like her turn shenanigans. Basically, every time Yida breaks a target, she basically gets 2 free turns pretty much. And if we repeat the process over and over, and then you have those constant Brave damage up, HP damage up, and a few other things that Sazh provides from his LD buff, I mean, what else can you ask for? And not only that, that's not the only combo that you can combine him with. You can also combine him with other support characters. You can combine them so that you can increase the amount of buffs. You can increase the Brave damage delta. You can make it so that you can fight against that Brave damage reduction and a few other things that he provides. So, in my opinion, it's actually pretty good. It's not too shabby at all to have, and you can really take advantage of it. Now, his Brave and Brave Attack Plus, it turns his Brave into a Brave Attack Plus, and it becomes a 4-hit range Brave Attack with a guaranteed hit, and it inflicts the enemy with the 6-turn a 20% attack down and 20% defense down to all targets. And in his HP attack, whenever it turns to HP Attack Plus, it is a 3-hit range Brave plus HP attack with a guaranteed hit, and basically does the same thing, except that it also includes a low action delay. His call ability basically does what I mentioned earlier. His call effects, for 3 turns, the party gets that 20% attack up, 20% stolen Brave overflow up, and then the 5% HP damage delta up, or 10% when breaking a target or attacking a broken target. And then to the caller, they get a 10% Brave gained from Brave damage up, or 20% when breaking a target or attacking a broken target. So the car is not really all that. I think he is more suitable in actual team comps. And again, he might not do the greatest of damage. Not all characters are going to be doing that. I at this point, you really got to keep an open mind. And look, I'm not gonna tell you guys you should really just think this way, think the way that I'm thinking, and that's it. Everybody has different opinions, and that's perfectly fine. But for me, I keep an open mind on characters. I was kind of skeptical. I will be honest. I was skeptical when I saw that showcase, but then it clicked to me. This cannot be the best showcase that they had to show for Sazh. And then once we got the details, then things changed up. So that's why I feel like he's not a bad character. It's not a bad LD ability to have. But of course, he's not going to bring. It's not anything spectacular, but it's something. So I don't really think that it's something that is 100% needed. Especially if you have managed to pick up some of the most recent support characters and their LDs. I guess one of the ones that I can think of off the top of my head would be Lena. Lena with her easy way of bringing so many good aura buffs to the party. And there's a few other, but again, you know, if you can combine Sazh with characters like Lena, then, you know, things can change up a little bit. But you guys let me know in the comment section below. I am very curious to see, because I've seen some comments on Discord and the Facebook group, but I'm curious to see what you guys think about Sazh and how you guys feel about him. So, but yeah, other than that though, guys, that's gonna be it. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video.